Good morning train is coming, how are you? Choo choo! The good morning train is coming, how are you? Choo choo! Good morning to Daniel, good morning to TJ, good morning to Tommy.
So the LEYF Pedagogy has got 7 elements to it. It's not just how staff behave, it's also what they teach, how they teach it. It's about things like what we do with parents and how we engage with parents and how we have a home learning environment. It's about what the nurseries look like. It actually weaves into everything we do at every level of the organisation.
We've had some home learning packs and we've been recognising animals and shapes as well as doing the activities with the kids.
We encourage parents, carers to take these bags home on a regular basis. It gives them some ideas within the bags of what they can be doing at home.
Home learning helps to build parent partnerships, so they feel confident to come to us and tell us what works well with their child.
And we create a much greater pedagogical conversation that strengthens the relationship with parents, strengthens the experience for children, and actually research would say it's one of the biggest factors in actually making a difference to children's lives in the long term.
We've done painting and we've done cooking and making Play-Doh. We like making Play-Doh. Just anything to help with their development really.
Home learning is important because not all children do get to have the same opportunities, so we want to make sure that they do.
Multi-generational approach came from us looking at how we find our space in the community. And we looked and we talked to a lot of people, and what we discovered was that you couldn't really run a nursery unless you understood the community you were working in. And that's particularly for children in poor and disadvantaged areas.
The community-based activities that we do is we visit the local Chadwell Heath old people's home. We do a lot of singing and dance with them.
We encourage our children to spend a lot of time with people from all different cultures, ages and backgrounds.
It benefits the children by having that community feel because the children get to experience different cultures and different ways of life outside of the nursery.
I think it's very important that the children are exposed to all various aspects of our local community.
I am a weed and I grow from seeds. I am a weed, W-E-E-D. I take over your garden, given half a chance. You better watch out, 'cause weeds are...
In the garden we got different activity and we use all different areas for development for the children. We go book corner, we go math area, we go construction area. It's very, very important for the children to know about the season, and for them to know the food they eat, where it comes from.
Children learn by using their senses, so they have to have things that make them understand and feel that. No point giving a child plastic apples and plastic fruit. Give them the real stuff. There's no point overwhelming the children with, signs and posters and murals, because the child has to impose themselves on the environment, and that's why it matters such a great deal at LEYF.
My favourite thing about the apprenticeship programme is probably the children, working with the children, playing with the children, interacting with the children, helping them develop their learning, kind of things like that really.
The Aspiring Leadership course was set up by LEYF to train staff from inside to become managers and leaders of inside LEYF.
Children thrive in good nurseries. Good nurseries are led by good leaders. At LEYF we're blessed with some outstanding leaders leading outstanding nurseries.
It's given me the confidence. I think if I didn't go on it I wouldn't have applied for the deputy management position that I've now got. So it's given me the confidence and just the knowledge as well to go through and hopefully get to where I want to be.
Every single one of us are here for the children, to help the children learn, to help them develop into becoming their own individuals.
When the children first come to nursery, We have a key person system to build up relationships with the parents and form close attachments with the babies.
The staff take a lot of time to get to know the children, what their likes and dislikes are, and just everything about them, so they can cater for them individually as well as like learning to socialise.
You have to make sure that we allow the child to become fully comfortable, because once the child becomes fully comfortable, they allow themselves to expand their knowledge and to learn.
Forming attachments with the children helps them to be secure, builds up their confidence and their self-esteem.
Staff work closely with you to get to know your children, and there's good feedback when you pick them up, when you drop them off.
It really is like a family atmosphere here. All the staff know all the children know all the staff. They all work together as one big team, really like one big happy family.
We feel that the way that children can reach their goals is by playing and exploring activities that they enjoy doing. So a lot of our work is based around child-led activities.
We start off by finding out the child's interests, and we do that in various ways, such as planning meetings with the children, which the children become involved in by being chairman and by writing down notes themselves as well as us. And from that we gather the interests of what the children want to do in the future, and we plan around that.
And from what they choose, then it's our role to extend on that learning and develop.
So if it is something like dinosaurs, I was just talking to the children next door actually, they're really into dinosaurs at the moment, then how do you use dinosaurs to extend their language, their mathematical concepts, do some science work with them, to, you know, develop their art and music and literacy skills, all through that sort of thing. So a spiral curriculum allows you to shape a model that takes the children to the next level in a way that's subtle, effective, and leads to a very good outcome.
One, two, three, 4, 5. One side of selfish life.
It's really important to give children an early start in healthy eating, because they learn their eating habits and their favourites and likes and dislikes from an early age.
We do baby-led weaning with the babies, so they choose what food that they want to eat. It's good for their independence and building up their skills for self-feeding.
It's made a social occasion with their friends and with a practitioner sitting with them. We dish up the food into bowls and then put them on the table so they can learn to serve themselves. Sometimes it gets a bit messy, but that's okay, they're children.
The importance of physical learning, about how children acquire spatial awareness, about how they get comfortable with their own bodies, how they make their bodies work, how they can jump, how they can run.
We go to the local park and we use the wide range of space there. There's a range of ways in which the children keep healthy.
All children, no matter what their backgrounds, deserve the best. LEYF Pedagogy is designed with that in mind, and we looked at research all over the world, particularly New Zealand, because they focus a lot on communities. We looked at the brain research, we looked at current research around relationships, we looked at research around child development, and we wove that into the LEYF Pedagogy. And that's why I think it's an important structure or framework for us to work from.
Both my kids have been coming on leaps and bounds. I can't really praise them enough, to be honest.